Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that...
Great. Can already see I'm in... Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him. He never hesitated. Not Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost...
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made...
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow... Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos. My father was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to majordomo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
The days pass. The pile of work remains the same.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasure.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest, aged in oak barrels. It provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
The innkeeper's boy got so sauced the other day, he tried to stick an egg back up a hen's hind.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebiosa.
Birth their babes the bum way.
Monsieur Boleus' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Follow me, please. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
A witcher. We could use one around here, full time.
I'd rather be an eagle than a quail. Yes, I should, if I only could.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see a thing through these cats.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Boleus' time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Me, oh
Follow
my!
me, please.
A witch fella.
As you can see, the facade is,
Wine is
how to
better
put
than
it,
stew,
slightly
or stew
stained.
will have to chew.
But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Follow me, please. And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Boleus of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut. He never hesitated. Monsieur Boleus, on the other hand, sadly, misfortune.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all.
Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residents positively
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly...
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes, we certainly should. The way I see things...
My armor needs work from time to time. You know, oil this, reinforce that. Could use a decent work table where I could do...
Admiral Rompali wants...
Good. Order me up a table like that.
Immediately, sir. I expect it will take at most 1 day to arrive. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extra.
Then send out for one, please. A high-quality stone to be set up in the yard.
Of course. I shall send a runner to town at once. Will you be needing anything else, sir?
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk about redec...
I shall be glad to answer your every question.
Starting to really like this place.
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house?
Been thinking about the outer walls.
If I might dare. Not only did...
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve...
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
How might I be of service, sir?
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
A witcher. We could use one around here.
What do you
Full time.
get for all that work?
Come on.
Crook in your back, one shot on in years. Who would have thought? Knights trading in
A
wine.
man who dare not down some wretch
You smell
is
that?
a man who...
Those are the vapors.
Hey there. That's it, Roach.
My, do I ever feel like doing absolutely nothing.
Mouth's dry as a stockfish.
Phew, stinky.
Move it.
I think I shall say tittle it all.
What's going on there?
All thumbs today.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet. Leaky Moors. Plenty around here. Some stench. Let's dance. Just wonderful. There's something here. Need to use the eye. Interesting. Agreed to meet.